Welcome, Raptoriums. This is the New Year's stream 2023. It's been a long time since we last did a stream, but good to have you back. We're going to be doing a bit of a recap tonight. About 12 minutes we'll get started. We may be having some special guests as well. Just want to say a big thanks to Wipeout Audio for letting us use the tunes tonight. Cheers, bro. How you doing, RBA? Nice to see you in the chat. How you doing, Antonios Papadikis? Raptor RTM is in the house. Trader Gamer, Carter Sullivan, Zubza, iNodes, James Montgomery. Nice to see you on the YouTube channel, guys. If you're new to us, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. This is the official YouTube channel for Raptoreum. Just want to do a big shout out to the devs. We've got Tree Nugent, lead developer. James Bradley, the developer. Also a rocket scientist. We've got Jake Nyland, aka Ronin, support developer. And we got Fernando, also known as Nando, support developer. Awesome work, guys. We're going to be doing a little bit of rain in the general chat tonight. It's not the Crypto Smith party chat. It's general chat. If you're not already in our Discord, head to the link at the top right of the stream. Head over to hashtag general chat. We're going to be doing some New Year's rain there. Let's go, Raptors. Just another 7 minutes now and we'll get the team on. And we'll get started. How you doing, Shim Slady? All Danger, Kyle, NGMZ317, Zubza, Hulk. I haven't seen a Hulk in the chat for quite a while. Izorian, Photon Magic, Falcon, Zebacheth, Alexis, and Jazaza. I think it's Jazaza. I don't know. Could be. Nando's with us as well. Mike from iNodes as well. How you doing, bro? You're more than welcome to get on with us later if you want. Will be Gucci. Patatom. Thrift Store Hacker. Peristeri as well. Lots of new people tonight. Alucard. Perigo, Zebedeth, We're almost there now, guys. Just another couple of minutes and we'll get started. Thanks for waiting. Okay, guys, we're just about to get this call started now. And we will get over to, I think we'll start off with Piggy. How you doing, Piggy? Can you hear us?
Yep, I can hear you just fine. We seem to be missing Charlie at the moment.
Yeah, we do seem to be missing Charlie. But, I mean, you might be grabbing a few beers or something, you know?
Ah, yeah.
You know,
sounds like a sensible thing to do.
Almost New Year's there. What I'll do now is transfer the screen over to live. How you doing, guys? Nice to see you all on this New Year's night, or whatever time it is where you are. What time is it there, Piggy?
9:30 a.m. in the morning,
Oh,
and
so
I'm just going to go and load up on coffee for this. Just a sec.
Yeah, Piggy's on a very important mission to load up on coffee. The rest of us here are on the lemonade. Piggy needs to start his engines. So just before the stream starts, just another big thanks to our developers for working so hard during the bear market and doing plenty of updates to the code every single day. There you do. There we are. He's back. You loaded up with coffee, yeah?
Yep. Got coffee. Got a bag full of these citrus thingies. A couple of bunches of bananas. Good to go.
Awesome. All right. So what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of a recap of the last 12 months and a few little things that we've done and put out there on socials and things like that. And then we'll do a little bit of a live questions and answers thing. So we'll answer absolutely anything like usual. We'll be taking questions from the YouTube stream and also the general channel of Discord this time, not the Bit Knives channel, because this is not a Bit Knives stream. Okay, so what we'll do is get started with January, and hopefully we'll get Charlie on here shortly. Okay, so January, Raptoreum was accepted as a decentralized payment on cryptocurrency checkout. Cryptocurrency checkout is a platform that connects with many online stores all around the world on many different websites, which means you can integrate a payment gateway for Raptoreum to be accepted on your online store. So that was a pretty cool thing that we got back in January. Also, we released a Raptoreum MMORPG early update, basically explaining where we were at that point in time. There's a lot of things being done on it since then. We will be putting out an update sometime in the future about that. Then we'll go over to February, if you want to talk about that, Piggy.
Just a second. Just a second, and I'll Be ready to say something. Where have we got? My YouTube stream just died. Why on earth is it dead? Yeah, that's odd. Let me just try this again. So, I'm in February. February, we went live on SouthX with USDTT, US dollars on, or USDT on Tron, really. Yeah. We had a donation drive up and running. A lot of people contributed incredible amounts. There were NFTs issued for it on the Spanish server. There were items and NFTs from Slata, CryptoSmith. We had live Raptoreum Queen wallpapers, custom knitted socks from Jenka, servers from, oh goodness, what was his name?
Well, there
We
was
should have
the.
had
Do
him
you
on.
remember those Intel fee things
Yeah,
as well?
yeah, the
PHI.
Pi servers.
Didn't you get one of those?
I did.
What did you do with it?
It's in iNodes' data center at the moment in the US. And we got our legal review completed.
Yeah.
Which basically makes us non-security, which means a big deal in terms of listings, in terms of, well, yeah, just about everything, really.
Yeah. Yeah, and it wasn't cheap either. All right, let's head over to March, and we well, the beginning, we actually initiated the legal review on the end of February. Then we completed it in March, which was great, and that helped us along with talking to people who were and companies who were quite important in the space. Around March time, our collateral increased from 1.5 million to 1.8 million RTM per node, and 1.8 million is now the maximum for hosting a Raptoreum node. We were live on Binance Smart Chain with a bridge. The bridge is now still live, and you can also trade that market as well. It's just literally one-to-one swap. Very minimal fees in between it as well.
There are some incentives coming up for that in the new year.
Oh yeah.
Some additional incentives coming up for using that in the new year.
And what will those incentives involve?
It'll be something like noding up collateral from the bridge and paying out a percentage of that weekly to the WRTM holders.
Okay. Sounds good. We then created Raptoreum Germany. Just want to say a big thanks to M86 GER for all the work he's been doing lately for the Raptoreum German community. It's absolutely brilliant, especially some of his last artworks and things. Awesome. In March, we had 2 million wallets online. This was quite a big milestone, really, as it meant that places like Trust Wallet and things like that were inaccessible to. Well, they were accessible to us at that point based on the terms what they required in order to be integrated. Then we were listed on the Cat exchange.
Yep. That's been a good little market. It hasn't had quite as much attention and volume as it could, but yeah. Going on into April, we started the Futures testnet, the fourth Futures testnet, or fourth testnet, yeah, fourth testnet with Futures on it. The community, there we've got a lot of pixel smashers in the community who took part in Reddit R Place. Thanks to MCO3 for arranging that. We went, yeah. You were in France, so you'd better talk about that, Paul.
Yeah, so we went to the Paris Blockchain Week. As you can see from the photos, if you check them out, I was in a very suspicious cream suit. But we were talking to many important people in the space, such as exchanges and also payment connectors and things like that, which gained us a lot of contacts for our our back end and our outreach as well. And some of those contacts we still are active with now, and yeah, it was a good event that we went to. But we do have an event coming up. That's in January, the 21st, I think, and that's in Auxerre in France. So we're looking forward to that. I think it's a professionals only event. So it'll be interesting to see who attends that and see how much more networking we can get going in order to help grow the Raptoreum project. Yeah.
Yeah. We also got tracked by a couple of new places, Yahoo Finance, DAP Radar, and well, yeah, we started introducing ourselves.
Yeah. So
a bit more publicly.
That's right. We started getting all the team photos done of our team. There was only I think there was only one or two that didn't want to do it, but in the end they decided to. But yeah, we got all the team photos done, and just to show that who we were, and we're here. We got nothing to hide. We're working hard for you all, and it was literally our cards on the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it was basically necessary as well in the light of the whole situation with the. And by the way, this person on this slide, I'm not quite sure if he's. Do we know him?
Well, I thought I've got the picture of Mr. Baguette with the French red trousers on, and I just couldn't help myself how to put it on there. But that's Mr. Baguette, and he's currently the boss of the French marketing. He's an interesting character. He will be there with me in Auxerre. I'm quite nervous about that, actually, but we'll see how that goes. But anyway, in May,
you know what they say about men who wear tight pants.
What's that?
Right. Oh, you don't know about that. I'll let you find out then.
Well, I've already been away with him, but I didn't have the privilege of staying in the same hotel as Mr. Baguette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. What else happened in May? 1 billion RTM locked in smart nodes. That was one massive achievement. And yeah. Raptoshi out from CryptoSmith. I can't quite remember who that ended up with. Did it end up with Charlie?
Charlie had it, didn't he? He just couldn't let it go.
Ah,
no, it was a nice knife, and there was a lot of work that went into it.
Yeah.
But you know, I've banned Charlie from buying any more knives because he's just like, you know,
Yeah, but I mean,
needs to leave it for other people as well.
yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, they'll just get
Yeah.
too salty and.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also something about his wife saying certain things about him being more married to you and I than her.
Yeah.
But I mean, this kind of stuff. It happens from time to time.
You know what? We should get Sherm on here. Should we get Sherm on?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Maybe Viral as well.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get them on.
What's up, guys?
There's Viral.
Hey. Welcome, Viral. Welcome, Sherm.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's, guys.
Yeah, definitely Happy New Year to you guys as well. It's actually quite impressive looking back at the year, seeing how it's all gone, how we survived it and came through.
Yep.
Absolutely.
This has been one of those years, 2022.
Yeah, it's been a tough year for all, but we're holding strong.
Yeah, it's been a bit heavy, to put it mildly, but
we're still here though. We're still strong. We're still ticking along. All good. All right, let's head over to June. In June, that was when we first imported a Raptoshi blade into Unreal Engine, using the laser scanner that we acquired and supplied through CryptoSmith. So now that's why, and we have a lot of stuff that's able to be scanned into a digital format for use in NFTs and other things like that, games and things. We had a beta release on Pro Hashing. Pro Hashing is actually quite a large mining pool website, so it was quite a big thing at the time. We started the Raptorcraft project, which was Minecraft with a twist. The twist was RTM as a currency within the game. That's sort of still ticking along, I think it is. Is it Piggy? Is that
yes,
think so,
yes. Yeah, that's coming along nicely. They've been doing a lot of back end work, but last I saw, it was pretty much good to go.
Yeah. We were one of the most popular coins on CoinX in June. And we sent a team over to Blockchain Summit LATAM, and they, from what I saw, they did a bit of volleyball at the Binance stand, and they also got a lot of very good contacts that we're also still speaking with now. So thanks to those guys that went over there and attended that conference.
Yeah.
Then we'll head over to July. Piggy, are you doing it?
Okay, I can see it now. Well, July, we were trending top on Minerstat. Raptor Hash came online, which is a big deal, a very big deal.
Raptor Hash is great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Bob is a stand-up guy.
Yeah. Fantastic pool. Converting or facilitating easy conversion into RTM for anything mined on there. And they're still developing. It's great to see. Fantastic to have that kind of community.
Yep.
Yeah. 600 smart nodes online. That was a big milestone. as well, because it goes to show network health is fantastic. And we broke the 10K follower wall on Twitter and started applying for that verified, but that's gotten a bit different now.
Yeah.
We
Well,
will.
Your check marks.
we applied for it
Yeah.
so many times, and
Yeah.
we kept proving ourselves and proving the company and proving notoriety, and it just kept getting declined. But now we're currently paying for that.
Yeah, we're official.
Because we weren't woke enough. So
They weren't sure.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's a good thing what's happened over at Twitter with Elon Musk coming in and making things a lot more transparent. I think a lot of people have gotten a shock from it, but I mean, it's positive overall for free speech and not having to kowtow to the basically mind virus. I can't think of any other term for it.
All
What
right.
happened in How did we go on in August?
In August. Well, August was pretty cool because we were ranked 4th in the world of the most mined coins on Hive OS. That was like over it was like over Ethereum, Bitcoin, all that on Hive. We were over all of that, you know. So that was like a big milestone for us. We were quite happy with that. We were one of the most popular coins on CoinEx once again. We got added to a Seek logo collection, which was like proper SVGs, not just, you know, your normal PNGs or JPEGs. It was fully supported through that, and they'll keep an eye on us as well. We had a team at the Blockchain Futurist Conference in Toronto, Canada. We had Jay and crew over there, getting some links and things like that, and you know, keeping the Raptoreum flame alive over there. That we had 100 forks of our code on GitHub. That means 100 reasons that we must be doing something decent for other people to try and do something with it. We were listed on TXBit. That wasn't an official listing, by the way. That was just like a community listing. I think Santos put it on there. Then
I blame him.
Then we had the Death Kiss and the Falcon's Edge knives, which were months and months in the making. They finally arrived as well. I think Charlie didn't get those. I think it was a member of the community.
I'm pretty sure those went to Sweden.
Yeah. They went to Sweden, yeah, something like that. Yeah, as you can see on the slide as well, that was the Hive OS rankings that we had, and yeah, it was pretty cool. All right, then we're into September, Piggy.
We got
September? That happened?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We made it through.
It did.
Well, once again, one of the top gainers on Polarity. We're on TradingView as of September. That's a very big deal for all the chart heads out there who like to track their stuff on TradingView. Yeah. We were all on the DJ Mine stream.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that was good fun. And, well, we also had a couple of wallet incidents in September, but they were less positive. The Sheet wallets, I believe that was September.
I think it was.
Yeah. That scam wallet.
Yeah. Multiple rounds of that.
Yeah, it's not the first one. Hasn't been the last either.
No, unfortunately not.
Yeah, Labyrinth, this most recent one.
And
Yeah,
I'm sure there's more to come.
Yeah.
yeah. Got to be careful these
It's
days.
unfortunate. Yeah, always encrypt. Don't
Yeah,
install crazy
absolutely.
new wallets on the same machine as other wallets,
Yeah.
or use a
If you
virtual
do-
machine.
If you do that, you're
Yeah.
asking to lose your money,
Yeah.
which
Also,
is
also, guys, that the guy on the image on the right, that's Richard, who's head of our Czech community. Okay, as we go into October, that was when we had RTM Futures online. That was basically where you can send a transaction to unlock a block height or a timestamp. So that is a protocol level as well, and that was also world's first as well. We were trending on Minerstat worldwide. Out of it's another website, big mining website. I think we're still trending at the moment now as well. We became fully trackable on what to mine. That was a large effort by many members of the community. Getting
was.
various
Yeah,
hash.
thank you all.
that was a very long-term effort.
Yeah,
Yep.
Pretty sure it started around June, July.
yeah. It was a big thing,
It-
and a lot of data being collected on different GPUs and hash rates on Ghost Rider. So for everyone that participated, thanks for that.
Yeah, big thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Then we got integrated onto Hive. We've got a partnership with Hive now where you can literally you can buy like you can freelance your services on there. You can find work as well and things like that. And you can also offer your services to other people, fully payable and fully acceptable in Raptoreum on the Hive website.
Well, WRTM.
Yeah, WLTM. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
it's as good as RTM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wrapped RTM.
Yeah, absolutely. And the girl in the image is Zlata Amaranth, who is the head of our assets and NFTs at the moment. She puts out some excellent art. She's got a nice eye for detail, and we can't wait to get started on the marketplace. She can help us out a lot with that. Also, Viral is like the
NFT guru.
well, we can swear on this stream, can't we? So he's like the shitcoin supreme A+ extraordinaire and the NFT kingpin.
You're too kind.
No, he's not.
So hopefully Viral's going to get involved on that side of things as well as we start moving forward and pushing on the assets side of things. Okay, so as we go into November, Piggy.
What? We did stuff in November.
Yeah.
We did. Oh boy. Well, yeah, we got live on Crew 3, which is
nice.
a very big deal. Crew 3 is the easiest way to put it really is like a quest platform where you can go on and do things for the project. It's a bit more fun than just regular old retweet this, get 10 RTM or whatever, that kind of taskings. It's a way of gamifying that. You can really compete with the other people in the community, earn a lot of XP, and yeah, keep things
Some nice
rolling.
prizes.
Yeah. We're on Pecunia as well. Pecunia are one of the largest node providers around, node hosts across the space. One of the most reliable. They're currently hosting full nodes only, but once they finish integrating us into their mobile wallet, they'll be able to do shared nodes as well. We hit another milestone on Twitter, 13,000 followers. Well, yeah. What else? There were a couple of things that we can't really talk too much about yet from November, but there are a couple of large partnerships coming up early in the new year where the discussions got started, got serious in about early to late November, I'd say. Isn't that about the right time frame for that, Paul?
Yeah, it seems to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff. We can't really talk about it now, but yeah, we've got some real nice things going on in the background, and we're building on growing this properly, you know, and making a big deal about it, and that's what we're focused on.
And the handsome young man in the picture here is
Well,
it's kind of a love child. And like I said earlier, you've got to be careful with men who wear tight trousers. I'm not going to explain anything any further than that.
Yeah, absolutely. Shall we flick over to December?
Yeah.
All right, in December, we had an RTM USDT trading pair on TradeOgo. We did ask for this trading pair quite a long time ago when people were really requesting it and needing it at the time. Now we've got it. It's there. It's up and live. You can trade on it. So that's another pair on TradeOgo that we got. So you have your BTC pair, you have your USDT pair, and you have your LTC pair now on TradeOgo. So it's up to you which one you want to trade. Then we had a listing on the P2B exchange. We had a few hiccups on the way, as many of you will know. And there's a few hiccups as it is right now. But they're apparently working on it. And Piggy's certainly cracking the whip over there.
Yeah, I'm probably not the world's most popular person with them, but that's... I'm so good at diplomacy.
Anyway, yeah, it's up
It's
there
being
anyway.
sorted.
It's being sorted. Apparently, it's trading. It's so that was December, and we will now go back to. Let me just check the sheet. So we will go back to the chats now, and we will have a look at any of the questions that are being asked of. So we'll go to the main talk screen.
Towards Gaming is asking on YouTube anything about bigger exchanges. Well, there is stuff underway, but it's not quite stuff we can talk about just yet. KuCoin, yeah, I'd like that as well, but we don't have 500,000 for them.
Yeah,
At the moment.
Yeah, it's a lot of money for KuCoin. It really is.
It starts from 500,000.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's for a token listing.
Where are you reading your comments, Piggy? I'm on YouTube.
That was YouTube from the chat.
Okay.
Yeah. We'd love to have 500,000 for KuCoin listing, but
yeah, we'll get there eventually. We will get there eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, we
eventually.
We're working on some good things.
Yeah.
You know, we're on our way there for sure.
I actually got a few better things on the way, but they need to finalize first.
Kyle is asking, when do we get to see Charlie in a bunny suit?
Well,
he needs to get on the call and explain himself.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Who else have we got? Thanks for this great blockchain. Thanks, Alfredo Landa Cineros, for your support, bro.
Yeah.
Have we got any questions, guys, so far? Yes, that's Zlata. Mike, that is Zlata. If you've never seen Zlata before, that is Zlata.
Yeah.
All right, we'll check the general channel now. If people can ask some questions, and we might send some rain over there.
Alfredo Landa Cisneros. Well, I will. Oh, sod it. I'll push it now.
No, not yet. No.
No. Oops.
You've done it.
Oops. Ah, blast.
Announcement.
Uh-oh.
Raptoreum release candidate 1.3.17.02 is here.
Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh.
Release candidate for testnet.
It's mainly for testnet. It's got groundworks for asset code in there. It's not yet full assets testnet, but full assets testnet is going to come in gradually as there are several stages in the whole assets process. It's not something we can just roll out overnight.
Okay, so
Everything's got to be tested.
so do
Yeah.
you want to give us a bit of a rundown?
I can explain it very briefly. Yeah, sure.
Well, I've just
I mean, it's a release candidate, which means it's not just testnet only. This can also be used on the mainnet. It's not meant for use on the mainnet, though. Don't if you've got a massive savings wallet, don't run it with this just yet. But if you've got a wallet with $100 or $200 of RTM on it, there's no reason why not to use this. It does on the mainnet fix the 453-100 error.
Nice.
It's got
Very nice.
one of the things we need to test more on the testnet, which is why it's going there. It's got code for debugging some of the problems there were with quorum messaging, with a lot of smart nodes getting POSE banned without really having done anything wrong. It's moved options menu back into settings on Mac, which was driving me crazy because I was directing a couple of people to the wrong place.
Yes.
On
Max
Mac.
for you.
Yeah, which was frustrating, and that's fantastic contribution from a member of the community, Rocket SVM, and we'll be showering him with some RTM a bit later on, since he's contributed to core development. Yeah. What else? We've changed EvoDB slightly. Well, not. It actually is slightly in order to make sure that checks that failed on block 453-100 and on the earlier block. I can't remember what the earlier block was.
I don't remember either.
But about 2.5 weeks before that, that won't happen any longer.
Nice.
Yeah. And I mean, apart from that, it's got the groundwork for assets code. Everything has been tidied and readied for it, and some of the initial code is in, but nothing functional quite yet. Functional
Okay.
will come out in not 100% sure on it, but my guess would be a couple of months from now.
Okay.
Very nice.
Okay, have you got,
Eugene Nestorov. I can see you in the YouTube chat. Yeah, Rockets SVM. That is really appreciated, man. It's
Yeah,
one of those
thank you.
it's one of those little things where if you don't have a Mac right in front of you, you could just sit and stare yourself stupid on it and never get anywhere with the issue.
all right, guys, have you got any questions for us? We're all here. You can ask us whatever you like. Shall we tag Charlie again to see if he can get on?
Yeah, where's Charlie?
Where's Charlie?
Yeah.
Probably trying to hide the bunny suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's his kids are giving him a bit of a hard time right now. Yeah, Apache, he's asking when Charlie.
That's a good question.
Dune.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So
yeah.
we will do a bit of rain, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. If anyone such as Mike from iNodes wants to get on and talk about iNodes, you're more than welcome. This is the New Year's stream.
Well, if you want to come on, Solly.
Sully, yeah.
as well.
Sully, yeah.
Everyone is welcome.
Just give us a tag in the general chat and Raptoreum if you want to get on, and we'll get you on.
Yeah.
They're asking, what is the answer to the second wallet?
The second wallet.
Ooh.
Yeah, they still haven't got it, have they?
Yeah.
No, they're still.
Still going.
Yeah. Let me load that up.
Well, yeah. Oh, Vibin wants to get on. All right, let me add you then. Give me a sec, Vibin. I'll get you on.
Yeah. Let me load up that second wallet and see if we can't figure out how to rain that.
I heard that Charlie was going to rain a chunk as well.
Yeah. But let's just see.
As well.
Why do I suddenly have something in stereo?
Yeah, Vibin's got the stream running. He needs to mute the
he
stream.
needs some headphones.
You got to mute the stream and then be on the Discord chat. Plus, you need a camera as well, Vibin. Is he coming?
All right, guys. I had to get my headphones out and I had to plug stuff in. That was my bad.
All right.
No worries.
Okay, no worries, man.
How's things?
No worries.
Eugene Nestorov is asking, would you please tell what the password on the second wallet was after you withdraw? Well, after we withdraw, yeah. Absolutely.
Yep. Absolutely.
I mean,
yep.
The hints couldn't have been more clear, in my opinion. That's obviously knowing the answer.
They were extremely clear on the first one. I mean, some of it comes down to. Some of it does come down to. Basically, some things aren't said the same way in different languages. For example, if you go to like one horse open sleigh is Ken in Danish. I think it's also the same in Swedish. but or Schlitten in German. And that takes 4 words in English to say the same thing. So in that way you can skip over quite a few parts. Ooh. Has somebody been... Somebody has been adding a lot of RTM to this. What?
What's
the
sending
heck?
it there?
Yep.
Sending it to the wallet?
Yep.
What?
A bonus. Got a bonus?
Somebody has been really salty because it is now 66,666.66 RTM.
All
That
right.
was Wiz. Wiz sent enough to
Yeah,
to
that
bounce
was
its all
Wiz.
sixes.
Right? Yeah, that was Wiz.
Well, that's a bit salty.
That is,
Of course, it's a salty Frenchman, you know.
yeah, I mean, Wiz, we love you.
Yeah, much love. Salt and
C'est
all.
la merde. Let me see if I can find my Stacy. Where is my Stacy? Oh, good grief. Yeah. Ah, here we go.
Goodness me, viral. Raining the big books.
It's a little. Sherm, I can't hear you if you're talking.
I said just a little rain.
There he is.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, this is all the way down to 8.6. Ah, boy. Oops.
We can't hear you, Mike. You're on mute. If you are talking, we can't hear you.
Sorry, I was getting everything set up and then someone was talking behind me.
Oh,
I'm all good now, I think.
Okay. Yeah, you're good.
all right. So, what's going on with iNodes then, Mike?
Yeah.
You're
And
muted again.
There's
There he is.
definitely some things coming. I don't want to give too much away. If I throw out what's coming, we all know what's going to happen. We all know Sully's going to be on it.
Sully's gonna jump on it.
I'm just messing, Sully, but no, we have some new things coming. Those of you that are familiar with iNodes, Paratech, my partner, his name's Giorgio. He's been working with me since the very beginning. As soon as I had gotten through the Google Sheet days, those of you that remember those.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Paratech partnered up with me and we launched the app. It's been a whole year now since we launched the app. It was November of last year. Not this one that's just ending, but the year before. But he actually hand-coded a budgetary app that he wants to launch, and he wants to give that out to people and let them use it as a resource. So you'll see something about that coming. It's pretty neat. And then we've also got some, I don't want to give too much away, some potential options that may help iNodes to give people more ways to participate. And it's not new coins, but new ways to participate in Raptoreum nodes. And hopefully some people will be excited about it, and we'll see how it goes. So that's just a little teaser. I'm going to leave it at that.
awesome.
Nice.
That's great.
Look forward to it.
Okay. Big reveal of password is coming in. Hold on a sec. Does it actually have? Oh yeah, it's got a confirmation. So 3, 2, 1, poof.
Yeah, I'll.
Dashing igenom salji in Schlitten atas chandi wir chu grinende Simuna Vajen Glocken on Dwanwe Melinkari.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that?
You can almost hear the
Wow.
salt falling from the server background.
Yeah, I've added it to the scrolling banner on the stream. Yeah, everyone can see what the password is now. But when you look at the hints that were given and look at the password, it was obvious. Well,
Oh yeah, yeah, obvious.
it was obvious.
Yeah.
All right, let's get rid of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are gonna do. Is Sully coming on?
Yeah, why
I
not?
know he was hanging around.
No, someone
He's in
ping him.
YouTube
Where's
earlier.
Sully?
Where's Sully? He was salty that he didn't get on last time.
He always shows up until you're looking for him, and then he's nowhere to be found.
Right.
Come on, Sully.
I'm sending all my money to I notes, Sully.
Oh, that's
Show
gonna
up.
get him. That'll draw him in.
That'll
That always
summon
gets
him.
him.
Yeah. Well, let's chunk this out and
Nice.
Okay. Jeff Davis is asking, is Sully working at Taco Bell tonight?
it's Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen, yeah.
He quit that job actually.
Oh, did he?
He did, yeah.
Oh, nice.
He started, last I heard, he had gotten working on some kind of a partnership with someone at his university, and he was working on another deal where he was going to get paid more to do work in his background, which of course is computer science. So good for Sully.
That's great.
That's
cool.
awesome.
So yeah.
Izorian is asking, what is next on the pipeline after assets are done?
I mean, assets are going to take quite some time if you look at how we're doing it, because first we're going to put out creations and transfers. Then once that's done, we are going to introduce transaction decoupling, where basically assets become their own mini chain that runs exclusively on the nodes and notarizes itself to the main chain. Which is, yeah, more or less accurate. It's not 100% technically accurate, but it's a human comprehensible version of it. So that's going to take a while, but once that's done, futures will also become their own type of transaction. The next big thing should be within the next week or two, and it should be, yeah, not a promise, but should be within the next week or two, where DeFi is going to come to the testnet and it's going to kick off and show how we can do non-contract DeFi. Only simple stuff, but there's a team working on this now. Not from the core team, mind, because it's a bit dodgy if you're in the US. But we are assisting with some technical know-how, and we're really looking forward to seeing how that goes, because it opens up a ton of possibilities.
Can you give one basic example of what a use case for that might be?
Hedging options.
Okay, that's pretty powerful too.
Nice.
That's going to be
Yeah,
great.
but that is something that people can most definitely use.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not sure of how your next trade is going to go, you can send in some RTM to hedge it. So even if that trade loses, you still gain some from your hedge, which
Yeah,
is a
that'll be
very
good for the
good.
traders. Yeah.
That's a very good thing, particularly if you're working with leverage or if you're trading larger amounts, or if you think the market is going to work inside a specific range, like between a low point and a high point, and you want to kind of frame that in with your positions.
Yeah, that's interesting. And you can do that without a contract that using that method then is what you're saying.
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah.
be cool.
It's just a question of making everything 100% verifiable, and the futures transactions are actually ideal for this, because they mean that the provider can't just, once he's built up a nice fat base of transactions, can't just rug the whole lot, because he
Yeah,
won't
they're
be
all
able to
time-locked.
withdraw. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all time locked. He won't be able to withdraw anything ahead of time.
Cool. Yeah, I just was thinking about what that might look like, so I was curious. Thanks, Piggy. Sully's in the chat finally.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I see Sully.
Oh, he
he's-
says he can't. If he's in the chat, he can come on,
Yeah, right.
and then he'll give us the old blag about how he hasn't got a camera, but he's got a smartphone. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sully.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on,
come on,
Sully.
Don't sully the stream. Get in here.
No, I don't think he. I suppose we could just add him anyway.
Yeah,
We could just add him, couldn't we?
I think so. Yeah. Wow. Can't force him onto voice or vid.
Force him into the chat like he forces you onto his nodes.
Yeah, come on, Sully.
Just kidding.
Uh,
That was a
It's
joke.
the opportunity to
Anybody who's
shill.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I added him to the group.
Yeah.
But there it is. It's calling him now.
Yeah.
Let's see if he answers.
If he doesn't answer, then he's,
Yeah.
it's
He's
his,
gonna be
it's his
really
own
busy
fault
doesn't
then.
answer.
Then he's going to be the next bell end on trivia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mrs. Shill opportunity. The end of the year party.
Yeah.
Okay, have we got any questions, guys? Anything at all? Why don't you tell us, Piggy, about this, more on this new testnet and why it's a good foundation for assets?
Well, I mean, it's basically why it's a good foundation for assets, because we're getting the last couple of bugs ironed out. Assets have to work with how do you put it? Assets have to work. Sorry. Okay. Assets are going to be chain locked as well. So it's very important to debug the DKG sessions we've been working on to get them working 100% correctly. Especially since we had one of the problems was that not all of the nodes were necessarily getting messages for the DKG sessions from all the other nodes, despite them being sent. That should be fixed. So once that's completely validated, and we'll be announcing some incentives for the testnet tomorrow. Sully,
Oh, Sully will be happy
incentives?
about that.
Sully, incentives.
If that
Incentive,
doesn't get him to
Sully.
join
Yeah,
the
but-
call, nothing will.
No, I mean, nothing will. I mean,
Yeah, but didn't you kick him out of the last ones because he was trying to break it or something, or you didn't want him to break it?
He went for incentives that didn't exist yet.
All right.
yeah. He's trying to cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to get ahead of
Yeah. You
the
timed
curve.
him out for about a week, didn't you?
Bad fish. Can non-tech people?
Yeah.
What can non-tech people do to support the testnet once it's up? Very simple. If you've got a wallet, or sorry, a couple of spare cores on the CPU, run one of the wallets. You can run both on the same machine, and yeah, that's it really. Because the more nodes we've got on the network, the better it works. The more it's like the main net, the better it will all overall work.
Yeah, we've got Coffee Cup asking how many active devs are there working on RTM. Well, this was part of the answer to the first question. You want to talk about that, Piggy?
That's tricky because define a developer working on RTM. Do we count people working on the website? Do we count people working on documentation because it goes up on a website? Do we focus on core code only? If we're only looking at core code, we've got about 7 people contributing at the moment, but contributing in varying degrees. If we're looking at the whole ecosystem and developing for RTM, as well as on the chain itself, we're starting to get quite up there. 25, 30 at least.
Yeah, it's getting
so I mean, things are happening. It's rolling.
okay. Have we got any more questions anywhere on the YouTube? Not like we've got any on the YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to ask Mike, what do you think about Sully nodes?
Well, that's a tough question.
Let it out.
You know, he's the competition, but I say that jokingly because I think a lot of people, maybe especially the new people, don't know. iNodes was the first shared node provider for RTM. I actually joined RTM channel back in January 2019 when it was still testnet, very early on. I was friends with I Am Legion from another project, and he brought me in early and told me what it was all about, and I got excited about it. And then fast forward to mainnet launch, and a couple of months in, I realized pretty quickly that it was going to be a barrier of entry to people holding nodes to hold the whole node collateral amount single-handedly. And I know for other projects, shared nodes was not a new thing. I didn't invent this concept, but I tried to bring my background of educational skills of organization to it, and also I've been in computers since I was a kid. So I tried to combine a lot of my personal skills. Started this whole iNodes thing just to give people in the community a way to get a share of node rewards while they're sitting and waiting for development. Because if you're not earning off of shared nodes and you're just holding RTM, that's great too. But you're also missing out on earning some of those emissions. And I think people who really believe in the project and are willing to hold long term, they deserve to be rewarded for some of those emissions, you know. And unless you've got the whole node collateral, which has grown to 1.8 million now, it was 600K when we started, and that was at a lower price value. That's a lot of money for a lot of people, myself included. When I started, I certainly didn't have a whole node out the gate. I was mining what I could. I rented some equipment and mined and did a lot of things. And so, you know, this whole thing just grew and grew. I don't think that there was any way that I had anticipated we would be, what are we at now? Like 450 shared nodes or some crazy amount. I mean, it's insane. It's nothing I would have predicted. I'm totally amazed and shocked. And I can't remember exactly what date Sully started. It's been a while. He came pretty soon after I started the app. I want to say it was when RTM was on the upswing, maybe in November or December of 2020. That sounds about
21.
right. So 21. Excuse me. Thank you.
Right.
Jeez, these years have been nuts. So Sully showed up and he wanted to start a shared node service, and of course, you know, I think when somebody new comes in the community and we don't know them, it's kind of like a, can we trust you? Who are you? You know, what's your background? And once I got to talking to him for a while and saw he was serious about it, he talked to Piggy and he went and did the paperwork to file a business, which he had never done before. So him and I talked about that. I showed him how to do it and everything. And then when he got started, the first month that he was operating, I actually pointed one of my private nodes to Sully nodes, and he used those rewards to reward his first node shareholders before they filled their first node. So, you know, iNodes was a big supporter early on of Sully nodes, and I think it's important
Yeah.
for crypto in general, but especially a community-based project like RTM. I mean, there's no company backing it. RTM has a foundation now, an essential company, but it certainly wasn't a venture capital company that raised millions and tens of millions of dollars to start Raptoreum. I mean, it started as a fair launch. Anybody could mine it. Anybody could participate. And I think, you know, it was important that we all work together. So when Sully proved through interactions with the community and everything, as much as we joke about him shilling, you know, he
And rugging
and rugging and all those things. He's
yeah,
he's a
we're not
beloved member of
serious.
the community. I mean, I think he's a part of what we've grown here, and you know, so I think Sully Nodes is great. I think it's good to have healthy competition. I think it's good to have more than one provider. I don't know a lot about the other one, Pecunia, yet, but I'm reading more about them. They're interesting as well. People keep asking me, "Are you worried? Are you worried?" And I'm like, no, I didn't start iNodes to be some dominant force in RTM. I started it to build the network. And the more nodes we get, the bigger the network grows, the better it is for all of us. The better that the network runs, the better off these asset transactions are going to propagate, the better off the contracts are going to be able to operate. I think only good comes from having more nodes on the network. And you know, everybody along the way has been incredibly supportive of iNodes. I'm super grateful for everybody who still uses iNodes, everybody who's ever used iNodes, everybody who even teases me for using iNodes and moving to Sully nodes. I'm still happy you're here and a part of this community. I don't see it as a bad thing in any way. So
Can you say iNodes a few more times, because I think it's making Sully.
iNodes,
Sully,
iNodes,
hurry up.
Sully, iNodes is coming for you.
He said in the
iNodes.
chat.
I think I saw 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
20 minutes he's
Yeah.
saying. Now you were talking about iNodes. He can't help
He's
himself.
down to 10 minutes. He's down to 10.
I was just in the right place at the right time, and I shot up because I wanted to help. And you know, my reward has been meeting all of you guys and so many people in the community. I'm so grateful for the experience, even to meet Sully. So I think he's great. I hope he keeps growing. I was there for node 1. I'll be there for node 100 and maybe hopefully node 1,000. So yeah.
Towards Gaming is asking, how much RTM do you earn from running a single node right now? What are we at right now?
We are at 967 average RTM per day because there are that many nodes. So the way that it works, there's 744 active smart nodes earning rewards, and there's an average of 720 blocks a day. So once we crossed over 720 nodes, we crossed over the point where every node earns a reward in a day or less. So we say right now the average daily reward for a node is 967 RTM, but really that's an average over, you know, like a week if you run the node for a week, because you're actually getting a reward every 25 hours or so, something like that. So you don't really, people get this misconception that if I run a node, I'm going to get 967 RTM dropped in every day. That's not how it works. You get one reward every time your node's turn is up. So you have to wait 744 blocks right now to get the next reward, an average of 2 minutes per block. That comes out to just over a day. So, you know, but you average out. So over a month, if we kept the same number of nodes right now, ran them for a month, you'd get about $1.60 USD at current prices value in RTM per day.
Okay. Apache Helicopter is asking, will futures allow for betting and auto payouts, Piggy?
I am not 100% certain about what he means by auto payouts.
Yeah, I think he's thinking it's an entire betting platform or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, you could build a betting platform using futures. There's no reason why you couldn't build a betting platform using futures.
Yeah. We're just literally putting the ability at protocol level for people to do a lot more on the chain. So if you want to build something like that, then build it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean, we're happy to help out with the technical advice for it, but particularly for a gambling platform, the team wouldn't be directly involved. But if you can come up with a construct that allows for you to run it without getting in trouble, we are very happy to help with all the technical details.
Okay, let's check the chat. Any more questions, guys? We're all here. We've got iNodes, the kingpin of the largest node provider.
People swear
Speed of
I'm
Solvi
evil
out.
and dominate.
We've got Viral Decay, the all-seeing eye of shitcoins and NFTs. There's no better guy than Viral
Give any
Decay.
questions?
He's the guy that runs the shitcoin round. I mean, goodness me, you could ask him anything about anything and he'd be able to tell you. We've got Sherm
You're
here.
the guy that knows that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I had no idea he ran that round. Some
Yeah,
of those
yeah.
coins,
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, where did you get these from?
Yeah, that's viral
That's
specialty.
me.
Oh,
I like
dang,
to-
okay.
I like
Sorry,
to stay on the
continue.
low
Go. Let's
profile.
hear about Sherm.
A low profile,
Low profile.
lower than low.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we've got Sherm here who sees everything. You see, when I come to the chat
Yeah.
online, the first thing I'll do is I'll go to Sherm and I'll say, what's happened today? And then it tells me everything that's happened with the project, ins and outs, what I need to know about, who's been salty, who hasn't.
Yeah, all the salty updates, all the happy updates.
Yeah.
What's going on in all the channels, all the servers.
People aren't salty enough. I can usually make them saltier.
Yeah, you don't find that too difficult, do you, Piggy?
I kind of enjoy it.
He's got a talent for that.
Well, so does Binarai too. The salty trivia.
It comes with my shiny, sparkling personality.
Okay, Piggy, here's one for you. Eugene Nestorov says people think futures brackets time locks are basically useless.
Well, that's depends on how you look at it, and depends on what you want to do with it. I mean, the guy who was that on the chat on the stream? Just a minute. Apache Helicopter, who mentioned betting platforms. We're currently working with a provider who is going to be opening up on the testnet for hedging, basically for options trading. The use case, if you can't cancel them, is very simply that, for example, a betting platform or an options provider can't just run away with what you've sent in. If you're sending in a regular transaction and the other counterparty decides to rug, well, then there's a problem. You can, in many cases, set up a site or a contract or something like a contract in such a way as it's easy to verify what's going on. For example, many of the gambling sites like free Bitcoin is probably the easiest one to actually test this out and verify it on. I'll drop a link to them in the what do you call it? YouTube chat. It's there now. What's interesting about them is when you gamble on there, you can verify that everything is going according to a specific set of code, and it's easy to do. You can just set up Glasswire and check that it's the same nonce going the whole way through, and you can set up something similar for example, simple betting contracts or for simple options contracts. So once it verifies, you know that if I send in a transaction here, it will get published on the site with a timestamp and an entry price. And then after the time set on the option, it will expire. Once it's expired, it will publish if you've basically won or lost the option, depending on it being a call or a put. And then in the meantime, and then you get sent back your rewards automatically to the sending address. In the meantime, the provider doesn't hold your coins.
It's sort of like an escrow
they're
intermediary, right?
Yeah,
They're
it's
locked
kind of
in
like
the chain.
they've been sent there, but they're locked on the chain, so the platform can't run away with them. Which means the second you see that it's not being published on the site, well then you can hit alarm bells and not necessarily call scam on it, because it could just be a technical issue. But you can definitely ping their support, let everybody in the community know, etc. That something's going on. That's certainly a use case.
Correct me
You've
if I'm
got
wrong, but
Yeah.
you could also use it for a big popular thing is collateralized loans with crypto, right? And
Yep.
you would be able to essentially take out a loan with a provider. I could see this in the future, where when you send it, it's time locked for the release of your loan contract, and the provider can't run off and trade with your assets or FTX you while you're sitting there paying back
Right.
your loan, for example.
No, it's not for centralized users only. It's equally decentralized. It doesn't have to
That's
be.
fair. That's fair.
It doesn't. No. A contract can rug just as easily as a centralized provider can rug. You've seen that so many times on Ethereum and other platforms. It's basically a way of making sure that if the counterparty does decide to rug, you've got the earliest possible warning of it.
I just need to go to the little boy's room. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Okay.
You guys carry on. Check the chat or
Yeah.
whatever.
Dario Martini is asking, what happens with the game of Raptoreum? Which one of them, Dario? Raptorcraft is doing fine. They are working now. You can hop on their server. I believe they have a server up. Let's see. If you mean Salty Dragon, that's under development and on the way. And what else is there? Oh
You
yeah,
got
the
the Raptoreum.
MMORPG
Yeah.
that's Currently, the main developer for that has got his hands full, as his day job is basically designing military simulation software for Uncle Sam. But things are happening in small chunks. Exactly how much progress has been made on it, I haven't checked the repo. I've been busy putting together this testnet release. So exactly how much progress they've made, I don't know, but it's never been a speedy process. There should be some updates on that as well early in the coming year.
Yeah.
Cool. Do we have any questions in the general chat, or
Haven't seen any in general.
Nope.
no? None in general.
A lot of Happy New
Okay.
Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I think we'll do a bit more rain. We'll take it up to the hour, and then we'll call it a night, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
If anyone wants to get involved in the testnet, Piggy, anything you want to tell anybody about that?
There will be some incentives coming out. Hold on, what day is it today? It's Sunday today. Probably Tuesday. There'll be a precise list of incentives coming out then. And where's Sully?
He's running out of time,
Is he-
Sully.
He said he's turning his
Running out of
headphones on.
time.
Oh, is he getting close?
Ooh.
Yeah, but you need your camera on, Sully.
Yeah.
You already up. You got 10 minutes. The floor
He's
is
got the crank
yours.
Headphones. He's sitting there cranking them up right now.
I mean, how long does it take for him to turn them on? Oh, he's here.
Oh,
He's here.
I hear
Ooh.
something.
Hello there. The lizard.
Oh.
Hey, Sully.
Well, that's a very pretty lizard.
Oh. Uh-oh. Come on, Carter.
I still do not have a webcam.
Oh, come on.
Come on,
How
man.
can you not have a
Sully.
webcam?
You have a phone.
Hey, Carter.
Sully. I do
Yeah.
not want to join on mobile. Come on.
Oh, man.
Well, Sherm's on an iPad, aren't you?
Yeah, iPad.
There we go. What's wrong with the phone?
Yeah.
It's tiny, bro.
Who cares?
I'm
It'll
not
look
putting
big
a
on
webcam
the
that
screen.
one.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Sully, Carter Sullivan, you now have 8 minutes to tell us about Sully nodes. We gave Vibin the opportunity to talk about iNodes and what he thought of Sully nodes, and now it's your turn to fire. Go ahead.
8 minutes. Well, that's nice. All right. Well, so I know this is Raptoreum. I should have prepared this.
Falcon 2304 is asking, do I have to send Sully a webcam for crying out loud?
I already sent him the microphone he's using.
Send him one.
Yeah, the microphones are viral.
I'm sure we can get him a webcam.
Yeah, maybe for next year.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for people that don't know, Sully node is
I could send one with that extra little chip in it.
Jeff is saying he doesn't want us to see his Taco Bell uniform.
Taco Bell. He moved on from DQ. Go ahead, Sully.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry for interrupting.
For those that don't know, Sully node is a shared smart node service. Kind of like iNodes. Of course, iNodes was a big inspiration. Some might say it was made as a copy of iNodes, which it pretty much was. But
You got to say stuff after the but.
What?
yeah. Well, yeah, we started. iNodes was a big inspiration. At first, it was just a small project of mine. I was like, I want to see if I can code something like this. At the time, there was Raptor nodes. It's just Raptor nodes and iNodes, and Raptor nodes was still fully manual. Chad was just working on the spreadsheets all the time, and I was like, maybe I can like build something and then sell it to him. And so I reached out to Chad. I was like, hey Chad, do you think I could work for you? I could build this thing for you. She's like, no, I got it. We're good. And I was like, all right, I still want to try building it. And so I spent the next like month or two just working on a prototype Solid Node software. And then as the weeks went on, I was like, oh, maybe this is possible. Maybe I can. And so kind of just to see what would happen, I opened it up, announced it, made an LLC, all that. And of course, people were interested. Of course, it wasn't really a big hit or anything. Nobody really cared, mostly because there was no existing user base. So, for example, if you deposited 1,000 coins, didn't know if it was going to take a week, a month, months, in order for the node to actually fill up and for you to get rewards. And so I reached out to members of the community. I was like, hey, looking for someone to front like a whole node so that I can pay people before nodes fill up, so this can be an actual viable service. Of course, everybody I talked to was like, no, that's a terrible deal. I don't want to do that. And it was actually Vibin that reached out. That was like, hey, I want to help. I want to help Raptoreum. And that was the reason I was able to bring Solid Node to where it is today, is entirely because of him. That I think it was the first month of rewards was entirely paid for by Vibin. And then after that, shortly before that ended, Raptor Bob decided he wanted to help pitch in, and then since then we've been going pretty strong. I now have a node of my own, partially thanks to Bob.
Congrats.
And
Nice.
we try to keep our fees as low as possible. Right now it's at 6%. I'm hoping I can keep it that way. It's not looking good at the moment, but the minimum to join is only 5 coins. I could lower that, but like I feel like it's no point in going lower than
So what would you pay like 0.1 RTM like to some people?
Yeah, I think we do have some 5 coin accounts, but barely any, and it's like 0.0026 coins as a reward for those. So it's mostly pointless, but you know, there are a lot of accounts that just start mining to it, and you know, they hit the 5 coins, then they hit 100, and they hit 1,000. It's a nice, like, smaller goal for many to achieve. There aren't actually that many accounts with 5 coins.
Also, my final question, Mr. Carter Sullivan, is what is your view and what would you advise to new shared node providers coming into the space?
What's your advice to them?
I say go for it. At least from the perspective where I started, it's a lot more, at least from a coding standpoint, it's a lot more work than it sounds. And yeah, it's a lot of work, but I mean, it's a lot of fun too. I mean, if you can do it, if you want to try, it's a fun project. Go for it.
Have you got anything to say, Mike, about new node providers and things?
I agree with Sully. I think I mean, that's why I helped him get started. I think more people building more nodes brings more people to the ecosystem. It's only good for the project as a whole. I would say make sure that you do your due diligence, that, you know, this is crypto and you have to be able to build trust with people. Sully and I spent many months being a part of the community, getting to know people, letting them know who we are. We both have filed paperwork for registered verifiable LLCs, so there's a bit of accountability there. And I think that something that we feel very strongly about is protecting the RTM community. We haven't had any major disasters
100%.
yet, knock on wood. We haven't had any huge rug pulls, nothing like that. Sully and I are here for the long term. We believe in the project. That's why we got involved. And I think, you know, there's been people who've come and gone along the way who didn't really care about the vision of the project. And I think if you want to start as a shared node provider in the RTM community, you're going to walk into a room full of really passionate people that care very strongly about this idea of a community centered around a project, that a platform anybody can build on with common programming languages. And that's really what we're all here for at the end of the day. We want to provide that platform for developers to use affordably, and not be an F platform that excludes people by these high-level languages that have barriers of cost to the average person being able to use and functionally develop within. So, you know, anybody can do it, but not everybody should do it. And I think that there's an important distinction there, that just get involved with the community first, get to know people, like put yourself out there, talk to the team, show your face. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. We've been doxxed. People can find me. I'm not hiding out there. I'm not some no name hiding behind a screen. You know, and for better or for worse, that's my risk that I've taken. That's Sully's risk that he's taken. But we do it because we believe that it's worth it. The project is worth it. So
Sully hasn't taken it. He's not on camera.
Well, we could find.
Can we see
find a
Sully?
picture of him.
Yeah, there's some screenshots.
Y'all can find me.
So anyway, long story short, just be involved in the community and you know, believe in the project. Don't just come in for a cash grab. It's not going to work. People aren't going to be receptive to you.
100%.
All right, guys, we're at the hour now. We are now going to say our goodbyes to you all. We're going to continue reigning in general chat. That is, the link is at the top right of the stream. If you want to go to general chat, head over to our Raptoreum channel and hashtag general, where you will get some rain tonight for our New Year's stream. We've still got a little bit more rain to go. So thanks very much for you all to be attending this stream tonight. Sherm, Viral, Mike.
Cheers. Happy New Year's,
Carter.
all.
Thank you, guys.
Happy New Year's,
everybody.
We've all got our drinks and things.
To all of you.
Community, everybody.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you very much.
Ever 2022. Goodbye.
Best community ever. Yeah.
See you later, guys.
Cheers.
Have a good night, everybody. Cheers.
Yeah.
We'll see you on Saturday.